Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be the first match between OD, Overdosed, and NrG, and it's going to be NrG is putting forth Eve, Virtuoso for OD, both awesome people, really fun. Eve, Virtuoso, Virtuoso, Eve being the Zerg player. This is Baekmagoji. Yes, I pronounced it correctly, I think. It's really funny. I went to the UCSD LAN tournament, UCSD party for the Pro League Finals a while back, and it was like the last time we were ever going to see Baekmagoji as far as a Pro League match. And I was like, oh, I really want to know how to pronounce that. And Koro was there, and Koro apparently speaks Korean. Special thanks to him. He's like, it's Baekmagoji. And it's like, Baekmagoji? He's like, yeah, Baekmagoji. I think that's just about correct. Eve's sending out a scout right now. Pylon going down in front of Virtuoso's base. Anyway, let me go over the map just in case you're not familiar. It's kind of crazy because you see you've got a lot of minerals, like twice the amount of minerals as normal, so you don't really need to worry about fast expanding as much. 2 gas, and then the 3 minerals down below. It's not showing it right here for whatever reason. I guess my replay is kind of jacked up, but there's supposed to be creep all over this area. So taking the second, yeah, it's cut off there for some reason. Anyway, that's just my replay freaking out for whatever reason. There's creep all over here. Just pretend. That's really weird. Gateway going up with the choke. This is typically what you see because you don't need to get the forge down to go straight Reaver Tech. Makes it a little harder on Zerg players because you can get Corsairs a lot faster than usual, and it's hard to kind of get up a proper defense. It looks like Virtuoso. See, there we go. Now it's not freaking out on me. That's kind of it's whack though. So as you can see, Eve putting down the hive. Virtuoso not going to be able to put down the hive, although he could technically with this bug that's showing up here. Whatever. Continuing. Speaking of Baekmagoji, go check out Tasteless did commentary on this for the GSI, the GOM Invitational. Awesomeness, just awesomeness. Go check out Tasteless. That is gsi.gomtv.com, and watch it all. Watch it live if you can. It's 1 a.m. all these nights uploading this. So February, what is it, 17th through the 20th, I think. But yeah, go check this out. Even doing a little bit of harassment on the gas here. Where did that probe get off to? Probe chilling on the line for Virtuoso. Anyway, yeah, go check out Chaseless. Stop watching this. Go watch all his VODs. This is the one opportunity that, well, not the one. This is a big opportunity for essentially the United States, North America, the foreign scene, basically, to say, hey, yes, we watch Brood War. We enjoy it. Start televising it elsewhere. And Tasteless, an awesome commentator. Whatever you do, please do not insult him. I've heard a couple people doing that lately. I do not appreciate it at all. In any regard. Some people are like, oh, Diggity's better, oh, Clazzard's better, oh, don't appreciate it. Third hatchery going down at the gap here for Eve. Yeah, just don't. Okay, alright, now we have an understanding. Anyway, this is Yankee League. If you go to broodwarusa.org, you can check out all the other information on it. I also broadcast these lives. If you go to channel, I think next week I'm going to be in channel Yankee 1. I'm going to be doing Light versus, I'm trying to remember. I know Light's involved. It'll be Light versus someone. I'll be casting there, and you can actually listen in live. I originally had done this live, but unfortunately I didn't get the video off of it. The Bamboo, the next set I actually did get live. Also, a little more information forged actually down at the front for Virtuoso. In the meantime, he is getting, in fact, Corsairs going that Stargate. An interesting thing, gas going down in the meantime as well. So as you can see, 3 hatcheries. And a gas. It's going to be hard for those Corsairs are going to be out well before you're going to see Hydralisks or anything else on this side. So at least they're going to be able to get the scouting advantage out. Another pylon going out on the lines, worrying a little bit, I think, about Mulisks. Citadel of Doom going down, so it looks like Virtuoso going for a Templar combination attack. Zerglings coming across the middle, heading towards Virtuoso's base in the meantime. This Overlord might be taken down. No, it doesn't look like it's going to be taken down by this single. And Virtuoso needs to be a little careful here. As you can see, these Zerglings might be able to slip by here. It looks like as he takes down the Sun Colony, he's trying to clear the creep. As you can see, let's see. Actually, it looks like Eve's going to go after the Dragoons, going to pull them back. I'm surprised he didn't shoot the gap to try to get the scout and Corsair being produced in the meantime, or at least to harass the drones, do a little bit more harassment. He's going to back them off now. And now, yeah, continuing to take down Sun Colony. Really doing that so he doesn't have to worry about getting cheesed in the meantime. Now Eve slipping those Zerglings in, harassing front, sees the Corsair is going to get a spot at the tech. We'll see if there's anything here in the background that can deal with that. Hydralisk then just finished, so Hydralisk is going to be produced momentarily. So, but as you can see, that Corsair already on the way. This first Overlord looks like it's safe for the moment, but you can guarantee it'll be dead in a minute. Keep in mind, though, a little side note is NrG. I think they had a penalty week one for not submitting their roster soon enough, and Never Expo specifically said to blame him. So insults towards the Never Expo. But he didn't get the roster out, and so they had to forfeit one of their games this week because game 2 they had a bye. Zerglings managing to getting killed, but managing to cut a few probes and at least do a little bit of disruption there. Corsair hanging out in the meantime. Let's check out what the Corsair's doing. Looks like it scouted out the tech, didn't really find anything. Now it's going to come back and try to pick off a couple of these Overlords out in the field. Hydralis being produced in the meantime by Eve. So Eve, what he really needs to think about doing is either securing himself another expansion, because it's really hard. Zerg players, I mean, yeah, you can get sealed in pretty easily on either side. Weapons 1 being upgraded for Virtuoso. In the meantime, 2 Corsairs going out. Looks like they already Turk out that Overlord out in the field. The second Overlord trying to run away. It's like, flee, flee. Eve already running into a supply crunch. Let's see. It looks like they just missed that second Overlord. Looks like Virtuoso was thinking about scouting to the north. Now going to come back and take out this second Overlord. That's really, yeah. 2 Hydralisks coming out in the field, I guess. But 2 Hydralisks versus these Corsairs, not going to do all that much. And that Overlord's going to be, yeah, dead well in amount of time. No more Corsairs being produced, more gateways being put down. So I guess he feels like the 2 Overlords, taking down the 2 Overlords is enough. Going to put up 2 more cannons, and still that weird art. Whatever, I'm over it. Not producing any more Corsairs, so going to switch into some other attack. That's going to make it a little harder, especially with these Hydralisks out, if he's planning on doing that Templar combination. Maybe he was just thinking, yeah, just doing a leg upgrade on Zealots, not worrying so much about a Templar attack. So just going to do just try to push out weapons 1. So we'll probably see 2 or 3 more gateways down here in just a moment. Usually you'd see, I don't know, 2, but because you have so many minerals here, you can really support more gateways than you normally would be able to out of a single base. Those Corsairs still pumping, running around. They're just trying to be annoying right now, get as much information. Layer tech almost done. Layer tech is done, and it looks like Hydralisk speed just finished there to try to hunt these Corsairs out of as much as possible. And we'll see. Looks like speed Overlords going. A bunch of Zerglings pressing down. I don't know, about control group, 2 control. I don't know, 2 keys worth. Yeah. About 2 keys worth, and it looks like, yeah, Virtuoso might be in a little bit of trouble here. He only has the 2 cannons, a Zealot, and a Dragoon. In the meantime, as you can see, he does some Zealots in the background, so he'll be able to bring these up and probably be okay. Right now, it looks like what Eve is thinking about is just trying to seal Virtuoso in. He has a lot of Lings here. Virtuoso getting a robotics facility down. In the meantime, he has the Templar archives up as well. It looks like he's thinking about doing some Dark Templar drops, but again, with only 2 Corsairs, it's going to be hard. 2 Corsairs versus a lot of Hydralisks and all these Overlords here. He's trying to force these Overlords to gather up, and honestly, it's not going to work as effectively as he wants it to, because you can see the speed being upgraded in the meantime. So he's going to be able to pull those units back. Zergling's kind of milling around still in the front. Eve has not dedicated him to the attack. I guess he's just trying to make sure he denies 3rd expansion. Level 1 weapons almost done here. And there's that Dark Templar. We'll see robotics facility almost done. So we'll see if he, I was just about to say, we'll see if he decides to just send the Dark Templar anyway, which it looks like he's going to do, because there's not a lot of Overlords out in the front. And being very careful not to kill these Zerglings to give that Dark Templar away. Gathering up with the Corsairs, but again, 2 Corsairs versus Mesa Hydralisks and speed upgraded Overlords, not a very good combination. And it looks like a Sun Colony also going to be going down to the front door. I don't think he's going to be very successful with this. And the Corsairs actually end up there a lot sooner than the rest of the units. The fortunate thing, though, is this Virtuoso will be able to get a spot on Eve's forces here out in the open. Eve playing a little bit defensively here, yeah, pushing up, as you can see, going to be able to take these, see nothing happening there. That front door totally blocked. He really needed to wait for that robotics facility to be done. Looks like he's going to go for some Templar storm drops. In the meantime, Eve has expanded to this offset 3 o'clock location, starting to mine there, which is really intelligent. He needs, I actually probably would have taken this 12 o'clock expansion, because this, you can get a lot of stuff on this cliff area harassing that. but yeah, he really needs to think more about, I think, sealing Virtuoso in if he's going to end up taking this game long term. I don't know, getting a lurk combination attack doesn't look like he's upgrading Lurker Zone in the meantime. Moving out with a large force right here, it looks like he's just trying to secure the 12 o'clock location. Going to play it more of a long-term macro game, I think, rather than force an attack. Let's see if he's starting to upgrade the drop. No, not upgrading the drop capability in the meantime. Doing a good job spending his resources, though. Virtuoso, in the meantime, as you can see, took down some colonies to get rid of the creep, which is now there in the mineral line. Your guess is as good as mine, folks. Observatory going down, so he's worried a little bit about lurkers as well. gonna get them out in the field anyway. Has a lot of Templar up. Looks like he's got another Dark Templar out in the field. Just I'm gonna assume for scouting purposes. Lurkers are up now. It looks like for Eve. So Eve gonna set up lurkers to defend this location. Really gonna only defend from the bridge here. This entire area right here completely open up.